Getting paid every single month while doing nothing. The dream, right? Well, I have a secret for you. It's possible, and it's called dividend investing. A lot of investors really like the idea of a portfolio full of dividend company because it starts generating a passive income. But there are a few problems. If you choose one company, you might get good dividends, but if they go bankrupt, your income is gone. But say you choose one that pays multiple times a year and multiple companies, then the next problem is that you might have an uneven income every single month. So in this video, I want to do it differently. We are looking at Dividend Kings, which are companies that have paid dividends for 50 years consecutively, and we look at them month by month. They pay dividends quarterly, so we could choose 3, but then we have the risk of bankruptcy. We want to diversify. That's why we are looking at 12 of them. Stay till the end, so I can also tell you other perks of dividend investing. For January, I have chosen Kimberly & Clark, which is the company that has everything for when you poop yourself at any age. From diapers to toilet paper or tissues to cry it out. They make sanitary paper products for you and I, the babies, the family, but also for hospitals and medical grade products. Currently, the stock price is approximately $115 US. I've rounded up so that this video stays contemporary for some time, and the dividends are paid quarterly in January, April, July, and October. The dividends per quarter in the last fiscal year were $1.26 US for a grand total of $5.04, which is about 4.4% dividend yield, which is a pretty good one. February, which is a competitor, is Procter & Gamble, which I have made a video on them before. You can see the link in the description below. You can check it out, but please do that after this video. They have multiple products in different sectors, from beauty to care to grooming and family care products, which are diapers, for example. Currently, the stock price is approximately $150, again rounded up, and the dividends are paid quarterly in February, May, August, and November. The dividends per quarter was in last fiscal year 1.0568, which is a very precise number, just in case you have many of those stocks, for a grand total of 4.2272 in the last fiscal year, which is a 2.8 dividend yield. Where I live, the interest rate is about 1.25, so still more than double. For March, I have chosen Target, which is a major US retailer with more than 2,000 locations. They sell everything from groceries to essentials, and I'm pretty sure they have products of Procter & Gamble and Kimberly & Clark. I have analyzed one of their competitors, Walmart. The current stock price is approximately $150, and the dividends are paid quarterly in March, June, September, and December. The dividends per quarter in last fiscal year was 1.140 for a grand total of 4.56. That's 3% dividend yield, which is great. For April, I have chosen Federal Realty, which is a REIT. That's a real estate investment fund that invests in shopping centers in the northeastern United States, mid-Atlantic states, California, and South Florida. REITs rates are mandatory to pay out, I think 40% of their income. So that makes for a good, steady, passive income stream. Currently, the stock price is approximately $125, and the dividends are paid quarterly in January, April, July, and October. The dividends per quarter in the last fiscal year was 1.13 USD for a grand total of 452 a year. That gives us a 3.6% dividend yield, which is which is pretty good. Contact your financial advisor to check if this stock or any stock fits your portfolio. Do your own research, and past performance is not a warranty of future success. My name is Anne-Sophie, and I love everything personal finance. I want to help you get to a financially healthier place. Let me know your struggles, and I will do my best to address them. I want to know more about a specific stock? Please inspire me. For May, I have chosen Walmart. I have made the analysis before, and I think it's a favorite for me. They are one of the biggest retailers in the world, having many locations in the US, but also in China and other countries. They are getting big also online with their e-commerce, advertising, sponsoring, and memberships programs. Currently, the stock price is approximately $115, and the dividends are paid quarterly in February, May, August, and November. The dividends in the last fiscal year per quarter were 0.235 USD, which makes for $0.94 a year, which is very low. That's 0.8% dividend yield. But if you buy Walmart, you are choosing to believe that they will grow as well with their new business of advertising and e-commerce and marketplace. For June, I have chosen PepsiCo. PepsiCo is one of the largest food and beverage company in the world, with brands like Pepsi, Gatorade, Lay's, Doritos, and even Quaker. Its business spans beverages and snacks and convenient foods all around the world through a huge global distribution network. This diversified portfolio gives PepsiCo multiple sources of revenue and a strong shelf presence across supermarkets and other retailers. Currently, the stock price is approximately $140, and the dividends are paid quarterly in March, June, September, and December. The dividends per quarter in last fiscal year were 1.4225 for a grand total of 569 per year, which is a 4% dividend yield. A good yield if you ask me. The stock price is also pretty low right now, so maybe some growth coming with it. For July, I have chosen Coca-Cola. I have done the analysis before, so again, the link will be in the description box below. It is one of the largest beverages company in the world, best known for Coca-Cola, but also Sprite, Fanta, and other drinks, such as coffee. Rather than producing everything itself, Coca-Cola relies heavily on a global network of bottling partners to distribute its brands worldwide, which also means that the Coca-Cola, for example, in Germany tastes differently than the Coca-Cola in France. Currently, the stock price is approximately $90, and the dividends are paid quarterly in January, April, July, and October. The dividends per quarter in last fiscal year were $0.51 for a total of $2.04 a year. That is a 2.3% dividend yield, which is okay. But the stock price is currently trading pretty high, so I don't expect much growth coming with it. For August, I have chosen Lowe's, which is one of the largest home improvements stores in the US. They serve DIY customers, but also professional contractors. With more than 1,700 stores in the US, Lowe's combines its physical locations with e-commerce and installation services to support customers throughout their home improvement projects. Currently, the stock price is approximately $220, and the dividends are paid quarterly in February, May, August, and November. The dividends in the last fiscal year were $120 per quarter, which makes for a total of $480 a year. That's a 2.1 dividend yield. The dividend yield in itself is not a lot, but the stock price is pretty low right now, so maybe some growth to expect. For September, I have chosen Black Hill Corporation, which is a utility company providing electricity and natural gas across several states in the US. Its business is largely regulated, meaning rates and investments are overseen by regulators. This creates relatively predictable revenue and cash flows, making Black Hills a more defensive business than many companies in cyclical industries. Currently, the stock price is approximately $75, and the dividends are paid quarterly in March, June, September, and December. The dividends in last year per quarter were 0.676 for a grand total of $2.704 a year. That's a 3.6 dividend yield, which is a pretty good one considering the stock is trading relatively high right now. By the way, if you want me to do this list of dividend stocks, for example for Europe, please let me know in the comments. I would love to do that if you're interested, of course. For October, I have chosen Genuine Parts, which is a global distributor of automotive and industrial replacement parts. Its best known business is Napa Auto Parts, which supplies parts both for professionals, repair shops, and consumers. On the industrial side, Genuine Parts distributes equipment and components used by businesses to maintain and repair their operations. Currently, the stock price is approximately $135, and the dividends are paid in January, April, July, and October. The dividends per quarter in last fiscal year were $1.03 for a total of $4.12 a year. That's a 3% dividend yield, which is, I think, pretty good. For November, I have chosen Abbott Laboratories, which is a global healthcare company operating across 4 main areas: medical devices, diagnostics, nutrition, and established pharmaceuticals. Its products include diabetes monitoring systems, cardiovascular devices, diagnostics tests, and nutritional products. This diversified portfolio gives Abbott exposure to several parts of the healthcare industry. Currently, the stock price is approximately $105, and the dividends are paid quarterly in February, May, August, and November. The dividends in last fiscal year per quarter were $0.59, which is $2.36 per year. That's a 2.2 dividend yield. Again, not very high, but higher than interest rates. The stock price varies a lot, so you got to believe in the company if you want to invest in it. And for December, I have chosen McDonald's. I've made an analysis before about that stock, which is an old video, but still, I have it. It is one of the largest fast food company in the world, with more than 40,000 restaurants worldwide. McDonald's operates some of the restaurants directly, but mainly via franchise, which generates a recurring income without funding the majority of restaurant operations itself. Currently, the stock price is approximately $270, and the dividends are paid quarterly in March, June, September, and December. The dividends in last fiscal year per quarter were $186 for a total of $7.44 a year. That is a 2.8% dividend yield, which is okay. So here you go, 12 stocks that gives you dividends quarterly. Why do I think that dividend portfolio might be the answer for you? Say you receive $100 of dividends every month. That's $1,200 a year, which is about 30K off your FIRE number. I think that's a pretty good deal. But you can also see it as bonus money. For example, my parents, they go to a nice restaurant every time they receive their dividends. While dividend portfolio usually do not grow that fast, you can see them as a generational gift for your children and the next generations after that. They will keep receiving those dividends if the company still exists. And finally, a dividend portfolio, I think, is also a good way to teach your kids the importance of investing. For example, you can tell them you can get the dividend as pocket money or you can reinvest. From a very young age, they will be able to choose short-term pleasure or long-term pleasure. Well, that's it for my list of US Dividend Kings portfolio. If you are interested in a portfolio that is made of dividend companies in Europe, for example, or aristocrats, then Let me know in the comments. I would love to make that video for you. If you have liked this video, please like and subscribe. It makes all the difference to me. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.